Like, and like with Joe Ken too, like the pivot as soon as he went against Israel just goes to show you, like, this country does not care about you or vets or like.
You know what it reminds me a lot of? The Mamdani
Right,
clip, the
right.
classic Mamdani clip,
Right.
where he comes out and he simply says, "No, I wouldn't go to Israel for my first trip. The first thing you do, the first trip you do
Right.
as the mayor."
The first foreign visit by a mayor of New York is always considered significant. Where would you go first? Left to right, Ms. Adams.
First visit, I would visit the Holy Land.
Mr. Cuomo.
Given the hostility and the anti-Semitism that has been shown in New York, I would go to Israel.
Mr. Tilson, where would you go?
Yeah, I'd make my 4th trip to Israel, followed by my 5th trip to Ukraine, 2 of our greatest allies fighting on the front lines of the global war on terror.
Mr. Mamdani.
I would stay in New York City. My plans are to address New Yorkers across the 5 boroughs and focus on that.
Mr. Mamdani, can I just jump in? Would you visit Israel as mayor?
I will be doing, as the mayor, I'll be standing up for Jewish New Yorkers, and I'll be meeting them wherever they are across the 5 boroughs, whether that's in their synagogues and temples or at their homes or at the subway platform, because ultimately we need to focus on delivering on their concerns.
And just yes or no, do you believe in a Jewish state of Israel?
I believe Israel has the right to exist.
Not
As a Jewish state?
Notice.
As a state with equal rights.
He won't, he
Not
won't
as a
say it
Jewish
has a
state.
right to exist as a Jewish state. Be very
And
clear.
his answer was no, he won't visit Israel.
I said that.
That's what he was trying to say.
No. Unlike you, I answer questions
no.
very
Okay.
directly.
All right.
My goal would be to take my first trip to Israel. My wife's life work in this area means a lot to our family, and it could coincide with my young son Miles' bar mitzvah, if you'd like to have his bar mitzvah.
Okay, but
I'm not going to go to Israel. I'm going to stay here and work for the. It's like that's like the classic play. You know what I'm saying? That's like, oh, we care about the truth, and we're going to stay in America. But then no one cares because they're like, oh, this guy's more loyal to America than Israel. Destroy him, destroy him. And in the clip too, you can see everyone just like,
Yeah.
you know, like
It's
everyone
like,
turns.
all,
Like
all the
no
auto
way he
lock
said
went
that.
on, right? All the auto lock went on, and there's like, let's get, dude. I think, like, they must have repeated, like, just to reiterate, he said he wouldn't go to his, like, bro. It's not a gotcha, dude, to want to stay in this country and focus on Americans.
It reminds
you know?
me too
like,
of when you go up, like there's people go to DC, they have their phone out, and they go to people and they ask them, "Are you Israel first or America first?" And like they cannot answer the question. And it's like it doesn't matter how big of an Israel supporter you are.
Right.
The answer should be America first.
Right.
You represent Americans.
Did you ever see the I don't know if it was a podcast or just an interview with Gavin Newsom where they ask him about AIPAC and he's like, huh, what a funny thing to ask. And like he repeated that like 8 times in the span of like a minute, bro. And it's like, dude, like you're a politician, you're supposed to be better at lying than this,
Yeah, come
dude.
on.
Like, come on, bro.
At least lie,
This
and
is
then-
supposed to be the next Democratic representative, bro. Come on, dude.
Yeah, Patrick Bateman.
You know, right, dude, right. Like he's so Bateman coded. It's crazy. I never clicked that. You know, like, but it's true. It's like that should be the easiest like home run question. Israel or America? Just say America, dude. Like,
Yeah, and it's like you can take AIPAC money, right? And you can come here with the full argument because again, at the end of the day, it's like if you think Israel is truly our greatest ally and our biggest threat are Middle Eastern countries that are gonna nuke us the second they get a weapon.
I would say touch grass, but sure.
If that's your biggest fear and you're very pro-Israel because you think they're the tip of the spear against us, fine, right? That's okay. And you want to take AIPAC money, we're in America, you can do that. But when someone asks you a blatant question that should be America first,
Right. It's
you
such
need to
an
answer
easy
that.
answer.
And if you don't answer that,
Right.
now we get to go, okay, maybe the money is influencing you.
Right.
You know?
Right.
So
because like even if you were getting paid, like what is it in your contract that you can't say America first? Like, you know what I mean? Like I don't know, man. So,
reminds
it's
me
such
of-
an easy litmus test.
that reminds me of like ever since the conspiracies were like, oh, when you get into Hollywood, like you can't say Jesus Christ's name
Yeah, I have
because
heard
they have
those.
this thing.
Yeah.
It's like they have that like contract whenever you join like some kind of political organization. It's like you can't mention Israel.
You can't. Sorry, it's the fine print.
And it's not even written down. It's just like the reaction of everyone around
It's
you.
just like everybody knows, you know, like. But yeah, I totally agree.
But now
And
the emperor has no clothes, and everyone's laughing and pointing because it's obvious. It's abundantly clear
obvious,
to anyone
right,
paying attention.
right.
And
But that's a good people paying attention. It's not like reading buzzwords on Fox or CNN or CBS and then just running with it. Like, dude, just pay attention. You know, like, it just seems like such a hard ask for people in this country, though, to just pay attention. You know, like, I don't know, man.
That's a struggle. And,
Yeah.
I'm gonna continue too with Joe Kent,
Sure.
because he had
Shoot.
quotes on the Tucker Carlson interview, and this was like, Tucker Carlson's D1.
This was his
everyone's
resignation
attacking him.
later?
This was after his resignation.
Gotcha.
He left and they did an interview with Tucker
Gotcha.
Carlson. And to put in perspective, Tucker Carlson is like set up as this like anti-Israel figure who like all of the
Anti-Semitic of the year.
Yeah, he's like
Besides Miss
anti-Semitic of
Rachel.
the year. Obviously Miss Rachel, but she's like
The
Voldemort.
demon, right,
She's in the corners like Voldemort, charging
True,
up her energy.
yeah.
Tucker Carlson is like
She's turning all the kids.
What's that ring finger? Worm finger?
I don't even know, but
You know what I'm talking? You know what
From
I'm
Harry
talking-
Potter?
From Harry Potter, the one that turns into a rat.
oh, I forgot his name. I know who you're talking about
Yeah,
though.
he's him. Tucker Carlson is him.
That's funny, dude.
But if we continue, these are his quotes from the interview. He says, the Israelis drove the decision to take action. The Israelis felt emboldened no matter what they did, no matter what situation they put us in, that they could go ahead and take this action and we would just have to react.
And they were right.
And they were right. 100% they were right because that's what happened. And then immediately
Big Yahoo got our card.
Big Yahoo got on the phone, he called Donald and he was like, "Look, Donald, you need a bomb. This place.
They're weeks away.
They're weeks away from
I
getting a nuclear
swear.
bomb."
Oh man, that's crazy. It's just so crazy that like what he says is literally what happened. Like literally verbatim, word for word, bar for bar, what happened.
And the guy's in the administration.
Right.
And the guy has the top security clearance. So what information does he have, right? Mm-hmm. That he's not getting maybe? Like, are you going to put someone at the top of counterterrorism and not give him any information?
Probably, honestly. With the way this administration moves, probably.
So, I mean, it's their own
Look
fault.
at Chrissy Noam, dude. Like,
So if they're keeping all this information so secret, all the real reasons we have to go to this war because it's so important, they can't even tell the head of the counterterrorism, and then he resigns for it, and they can't even prove him wrong. They just have to call him an anti-Semite. So that shows you there.
always an anti-Semite, never a liar.
That's what people be saying.
Yeah.
That's what people be saying.
Yeah. Go ahead, continue.
Yeah, and then he continues here. Obviously, he reiterates what he said in his main resignation letter.
Okay.
But on the political fallout of his resignation, he said, "I understand the way I left the resignation letter, and there is parts of the administration that are going to have to come after me and try to discredit me. This is why 77 million people voted for him. No new wars. Put America first. Don't let us bleed out in the Middle East. That's what people voted for. This could be the beginning of the end of our influence in the world, and it's just the beginning." And that's truly what's going on here, because I think America's slipping from their
Hegemony of
position. Exactly. But not even like the moral image of America being this like democratic nation that's able to turn other countries into democracies and truly
But
do the will
that
of
was
the
the
people.
image we had before.
No, but we've lost it completely.
For sure.
But
Agreed.
now it's
Agreed.
like there's no line.
Right.
Emperor
I feel like
truly has no clothes.
like he literally
and we're
smashed
seeing it.
smashed the glass. You know
Exactly.
what I mean? Like, yeah, I think so. And like, I've had this like suspicious like conspiracy theory that Donald Trump would be the beginning of the fall of the American empire. And I feel kind of vindicated right now. Like, it's literally like, it sucks that it turned out to be true, but like,
Have you ever seen the book The Last President?
no, I haven't.
So it's this old book. I don't know a lot of details about it. I listened to an audiobook, like half of it.
Okay.
Like a couple months ago. But essentially it's this book that takes place, I think it was written in the past. I think it takes place technically in the past, but it was the future when it was written.
Gotcha,
And
okay.
it was about the last president and how he basically like destroyed the country. And then it starts to take the perspective of this kid named Barron Trump.
You've mentioned this
Right?
before.
And that he has like a mentor named Don who like helps him throughout his journey. And again, I didn't finish the book, so I don't remember where he left off or whatever. But it was just like the imagery was a little weird, and then like the fact that his mentor was Don.
Yeah,
and it was
yeah,
the last
I see
president.
that.
And then there was like another book too where they were like, I forgot the details, whatever. It was like TikTok conspiracy levels of like, oh, this random book says this type of stuff. But the imagery is there. And I think even Donald Trump himself thinks he's this kind of messianic figure.
For sure.
Who is going to bring on Jesus. And I mean,
I mean, like, I would
Pete
blame-
Hegseth said that to the troops, where he
Right.
said, we're literally doing this war to bring Jesus back.
Right. Great. This is so delusional.
But then the
like,
problem
even
here-
as a Christian, like, I'm an atheist, but like, even as a Christian, does that not sound delusional?
It is delusional. It's completely
know,
antithetical to
like-
the religion. It has
Right.
It's a hijacking of the religion to justify political.
Right. And like, Pete Hegseth is the worst, dude. Like, he's over here like we're just defending ourselves. It's like, bro, you changed your title to Secretary of War.
Literally.
Like, come on,
And
bro.
then they try to claim
Like,
it's not a war.
Right. Like, come on, bro. Like,
But I'm saying it's like Ministry of Truth levels of Orwellian deception.
Yeah,
it's like,
for sure.
Oh, this is the Department of War, but we don't actually do war. We do.
but it's
strategic
like, I
strikes
feel
and-
like the U.S. and like the elites, if you want to use that term, like, Because they used to just spout out that bullshit and people would eat it up. You know what I mean? And I think this is like the first time they're finally getting like real pushback to it. And I don't think they fully clocked on that they have to change tactics. You know, like I feel like they're still playing the same playbook, and
What's
it's just
really
not
scary
working.
to me is that there are going to be these politicians, and we have to be careful for them, that they now know the playbook. They
Right,
now know
right.
how to talk
Agreed,
to the
agreed.
people.
There's
They
gonna
now
be
know
people.
how to
There's gonna be
get
people
that.
who deny APAC money or oil pack money, but then take it under the table. You know,
through different things,
right?
and, like,
And
personal
like
donations,
right,
and-
right, and like a sponsor or what's it called, like a charity or something. Right. We got to be super vigilant about that because the good ones are going to adapt and like. Because at the end of the day, I don't trust any politician. You know what I mean?
You shouldn't trust any
Right. I don't care what aisle they fall into. Like, I don't trust not one politician, not a Mamdani, not a Trump, not a no one, you know? Because at the end of the day, dude, their profession is to lie to you. At least in this current climate that we live in. Like, that's not technically what they're
The only
supposed to be
politician
doing.
I ever trusted
but
was Trump, and
You got
I
burned
trust
for that.
him because I got hit with the laser beam cannon
Yeah,
for that
man.
one. But I
orbital
I
precision
started paying
strike.
attention to him like when I was a kid, and then like when I got a little smarter, started paying attention to news more, not like pundit news, but like actual news. I'm like, oh wait, no, this is all fake.
Right.
There's the level of like you have to step out of that echo chamber because it's
For
really
sure.
easy to get in that echo chamber now, especially with like TikTok and Instagram.
Right, you just go down to your algorithm
Facebook,
builds into it, and you just keep going and going
and all
and
the
going.
comments are going to just feed into
Right,
your
right,
like
right.
cycle, and and you have to realize the bias. You have to like sometimes you'll watch something you won't agree. Like I've noticed myself doing this. Like I won't agree, and I'll like try to turn it off, but then I'll be like, wait, no, let me listen to
him
what
out.
this guy's saying.
Right.
Even though it's like annoying because this guy's like stupid, but I have to sit there and listen because you have to get a perspective. And sometimes you're the stupid one.
Right,
And
right.
you don't realize that
Agreed,
until you
agreed.
realize until
Right,
you understand the actual
right.
nuance of the situation.
Agreed, which is crazy to me because it's like, dude, I'm decently smart. I'm not that smart though. I should not be smarter than a lot of people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, what are you guys doing?
If you're
You
able
know?
to peep that they're going to close the Strait of Hormuz and they're not able to, then that's a
Right,
big problem.
right, bro. And like, who am I, bro? You know what I mean? Like, I don't work for the Secretary of War. You know, like I'm just some dude. And like, if we can call that out, we made the joke last week that it's like this 5D chess move that they closed the Strait of Hormuz. Like, it wasn't the most obvious thing that was gonna happen.
Yeah,
you know,
it's like you're playing a card game where everyone has a special ability. It's like their one special ability is close Strait of Hormuz.
right?
You know what
Literally,
I'm
you
saying? Like,
activated the trap card.
That's the only
Like,
thing they got.
Yeah, and like you played into it, and like, yeah, man, I don't know, bro. And now gas is almost $5. Thanks.
Literally.
Yeah.
Thanks, Obama.
Yeah. Thanks, Obama.
Thanks, Obama.
That's really funny.
Still Obama's fault, no matter what. I don't know.
I mean,
don't
according
care,
to Trump, it is. They're still blaming Biden for things.
Yeah. Can I say I miss Biden?
Yeah.
I miss Sleepy Joe.
I don't even like Sleepy Joe, and I miss him too.
Because it's like, dude, I don't know. I mean, at least for Joe, I mean, I don't want to say here because Joe Biden obviously destroyed this country with letting the border open and all
More
the
than
other-
that,
uh,
he's just
a lot
another
of
neo-lib, like
another
twerker,
thing where like
Israel twerker.
Yeah, again.
They're all the same, dude. That's why, like, I say, like, we made the point before, like, Trump 1.0 and Trump 2.0 are completely different. I think 2 weeks into Trump 1.0, he already changed. You know, because it's like did you ever see Yu Yu Hakusho? Have you ever seen
The
that show?
boxing anime, right?
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
kind of. It's like a fighting. But there's an arc. It's called the Chapter Black arc, where this videotape has all of the world's worst atrocities ever. You know, and it's like when you're president, you get forced to watch that, and it's either like you conform to whatever the elites say, or you get JFK'd. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
So I feel like 2 weeks in, Trump already like abandoned ship with like draining the swamp and like this and that.
Because I'll tell you what it is. Like the ideology of it was like 2016 voters believed in Trump's populist message, right? He was anti-war. He was
ran on the right
jobs back to
things.
America. Yeah, exactly. He ran on the right thing. He said the right things, right? A lot of people believe that his administration was kind of hijacked by these neocons, by bad actors, and then he kind of got tricked, and then he lost the election,
don't
and,
fully
and then and all this
fall
stuff,
into that.
whatever. But then when
Not to mention Steve
2024
Bannon
came back,
literally won him the presidency. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I don't buy that. I don't buy that it got hijacked at all. I think that's just convenient for Trump's image.
I agree with you. I
You
agree
know?
with you because at
Yeah.
the end of the day, you're the president. You're
Right.
the executive.